Everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Islan Saputro. I'm with School of Electrical Engineering and Informatics from Bandung Institute of Technology. In this occasion, I'm going to tell you about my research, which is a literature review on chest X-ray computer vision technology for COVID-19 diagnosis. Okay, this is the outline for today. There are background and motivation, methodology, result, discussion, and conclusion. First and foremost, background and motivation. COVID-19 since January 2020 have been more than 500 million cases since January and 6 million deaths per April 2022. So there are a lot of researchers, not only in medical fields, but also in computer science fields. And one of those fields is computer vision. As you can see, computer vision is useful in medical, especially in pathology, radiology, cell counting, skin lesion classification, medical image enhancement, and so on and so forth. So, one of the uses of computer vision is also COVID-19 diagnosis. As we all know, the COVID-19 diagnosis golden standard is RT-PCR, or reverse transcriptase quantitative polymerase chain reaction. There are drawbacks from PCR. First and foremost, it needs biomolecular labs, and the time needed for it gains result is at least a day. So computer vision comes in this field to assist from three different data sets. So the first is CT scan. CT scans, as we all know, requires an expensive machinery, and also not every hospital have it, and also it generates a lot of amount of data. And the second is ultrasound. Meanwhile, ultrasound is cheaper than CT scan, but it still needs an expertise to take the data, because it change from radio wave into images. And then the third one is the chest X-ray, or CXR. CXR is readily available across all hospitals in the world, so it doesn't really need a biomolecular lab, and also it gets only 1 day to get a result. So the methodology for this research is we are going to use systematic literature review by guidelines from evidence-based software engineering. Basically, evidence-based means that one that counted are the experiment with real and tangible outcome, not only from theoretical or from expert advice. There are three main stages. First is planning. Identify the need for reviews, generate research question, then conducting searching strategy and data extraction and data analysis, and the third one is reporting. The research question we get is what kind of model development is being researched on computer vision on CXR for COVID diagnosis, and research number 2 is what kind of dataset development strategy. So we divided between model and dataset, the development of model and the development of dataset. And the third one is what improvement could be done for existing research. Then we go to the conducting. We use the search word computer vision, COVID-19, and X-ray, and other combination, and then we search in IEEE Explore and the Science Direct, and then we filter the paper based on the key one. Only in key one, and also what matters to us. So in IEEE Explore we got 7, and in Science Direct we get 5. So we will first talk about in the model perspective. One of the major baseline is COVIDNet, which is developed by Darwin AI in Canada for CXR COVID-19 diagnosis. This COVIDNet is using COVID-X datasets, which consists of 16,000 chest X-ray images from 13,000 patients. The model achieved 92.4% accuracy and 80% sensitivity. The label used by COVIDNet is no infection, normal, non-COVID-19 infection, which means viral or bacterial. Probably it will be pneumonia. And the third one is COVID-19 viral infection. Then Hamdan et al. proposed the COVID XNet, which based on 7 different architecture. There are VGG19, DenseNet 201, Inception V3, ResNet V2, Inception ResNet V2, Exception, and MobileNet V2. Then all of this model gets trained using GP Cohen and Adrian Rosbrook dataset and gets a F1 score of 0.81 at 9 and 0.91 for normal and COVID-19 cases. So the development from this, there are ensemble learning, which is using a lot of different architecture, and EDL COVID using COVID-X dataset resulted in 95% accuracy, so it's better than the COVIDNet. Also, there are other method. There are decompose, transfer, and compose, DTRAC, using Japanese Society of Radiological Technology, and it gets 95% accuracy. And there are also uncertainty aware COVID-19 classification using Bayesian active learning by disagreement. Also using Joseph Cohen GitHub dataset, it achieved a not really good 88.39% accuracy. And the other perspective of the model is segmentation. As we know that chest X-ray is really noisy, and so the main idea is to crop the most important part and then do analysis on that. So An Jianpeng using UNet and do some segmentation. It's proved to be better than other methods such as CycleGAN, Munit, AdaptSegNet, Seuda, and others. So the proposed network have 90.6 average for its dissimilarity coefficient. So this is the common metrics to evaluate the segmentation result. And the proposed method, also after that, the segmentation gets into machine learning model, it gets 98.83% accuracy. So it's really good. And then the other one is adaptive attention network. So as we see in this example, there is difficulties not even by a machine but by human to differentiate between a viral bacterial or a viral or a bacterial pneumonia or COVID, because there are just not really clear, and it's not there are many aspects. One of it is like GGO, ground glass opacity, lung area with hazy opacification, to air displacement with fluid, lung consolidation, peripheral lung involvement, and so on and so forth. So the idea is using adaptive attention network to overcome this problem. So this method reached 95% accuracy. Then we will talk about the data from data perspective. So the other problem in this research is that there are not many readily available dataset. The COVID-X dataset is having, as you can see here, 8,000 normal picture, 8,000 pneumonia picture, and 190 COVID-19 picture. So as you can see, it's really imbalanced. So Tabik et al. Team up with a bunch of radiologists and develop the COVID-GR data set. The ones that makes it unique is that they differentiate between mild COVID symptom, moderate COVID symptom, and severe. So this dataset is being built by cross-reference it into PCR result. And the other part is, meanwhile COVID-GR is really good, it's still not as much. So there are research for data mining using web crawling to crawl all the data set from all the data from researchers around the world. And then the other approach is not only by developing the dataset, but how to set our model to do well in a limited dataset. One approach is that sparse representation. So sparse representation will help the model to recognize more. So with this using CATA-CoV-19 dataset, it reached 98% sensitivity and 95% specificity. And the other part is Vision Transformer. This one is really exciting because it teaches the model with common CXR pictures, and then from that we teach the model how to differentiate between COVID or not. This this research is really important for clinical trial, maybe to move on to clinical trial in this CXR. So we see that CXR dataset is really difficult to see. It's really hazy, and it's really difficult for a machine to differentiate. And meanwhile, there are a lot of research that get 90% more accuracy, more than 90%. It still haven't good enough if we compare it to RT-PCR, because RT-PCR get a 99% accuracy. So if this method is not having at least 99% accuracy, we will not see this method getting public. So yeah, having said that, it is impressive to see how much the community, the computer vision community, work together in such a short time to generate so much research. We hope that at least we will get to clinical trials. So this method, this invention, this research is not only benefit the research community, but also people in general. This is our reference. Thank you for the time. Have a blessed day.